Welcome to the Love Creates Love mini podcast with me, Gail Berry. So, on today's podcast, I'm talking about what qualifications you need to teach baby massage because I get asked this a lot. And it's very important to be qualified because A, for insurance, B, for your confidence, and C, for your client's confidence too. And to honour the fact that we are doing a job where we are in a position of influence for parents and carers and babies. And I take that really seriously. So it's important to contextualize everything that we're teaching culturally, historically, in terms of where it sits within early childhood development, infant mental health, neuroscience, epigenetics. To be honest, after 20 years, I pretty much still know not very much about anything. I mean, I know a lot about baby massage and baby yoga and infant mental health, but it surprises me that I keep learning and learning and learning, reading more and seeing more connections and interconnections between all sorts of different things. And then there's cross-cultural practices, rituals, and it just goes on and on and on and on. So we can get qualified, we can have a certificate, that's great, and that's really important. But to remember that learning is a lifelong process, whoever the student, and also we need to unlearn a lot of things, and also remembering that learning one style of baby massage is great, but keep learning, keep looking at other examples of baby massage around the world, where it comes from, how it's used, and remembering that there is no right or wrong. It's very much to do with the individual person and how it's used. So I just want to say that at the beginning because it's really important to me. But obviously, at Blossom and Berry, we give you a full qualification in all of our subjects. We have various bodies that accredit us, and we are fully insured. But the certificate is just the start. The certificate gets you going. The certificate, rewards you and celebrates you for showing up and studying your course. And that takes commitment and motivation. And, I really believe, as a student myself, that the more we study, the more confident and the more we can offer others, because we are just channels for this knowledge and wisdom. And the way that it is expressed is always completely unique, which is why, we've never been a franchise at Blossom and Berry, because I believe in creativity and freedom and that you are your own kind of beautiful. So I want to say all of that before we start, but then we can get down into the kind of, the nitty gritties. Because there will be some people listening right now who do want to make sure that, when you're investing your time and money, that you're going to get that piece of paper that's going to open the door. And, that's really important. We spent a lot of time being accredited. We were accredited by the Royal College of Midwives before they stopped accrediting different bodies. For about 5 or 6 years, we were accredited by them. So in order to be accredited by the Royal College of Midwives, you can imagine how extensive our course has to be, how it's referenced, how it's really scrutinized so that it has that stamp of approval. And it's the same with the Federation of Holistic Therapists and the IICT and some of the other boards that accredit our courses. So it's really, really important to understand this, and also to understand, as I said, that the certificate in my book is just the start. So in order to become a certified baby massage instructor, the first thing you need to do is take a certified baby massage training program. So that's us. You found us here at blossomandberry.com. So all of our courses are accredited and insured. It is really important. But as well as getting the certificate, look at the study hours. So our course, if you watched every single video on our course, it would take you a very, very long time. We have a lot of videos on infant mental health, early childhood development, proprioception, baby yoga. There's over 50 videos of me teaching in all different angles because I want to get in all different visual styles for my students. Some are auditory learners, some are visual, some are kinesthetic. So because I've studied a PGC in lifelong learning, the way the course is put together is for this reason, and also making sure that it's adapted for people with additional learning needs, neurodiversity, where English isn't their first language. So there's lots of things to consider. But of course, we are fully certified, and that is something to be aware of, and to look at the number of hours and to see how it's contextualized within a bigger picture. The number two thing to think about is that you actually have the prerequisites to begin. So at Blossom and Berry, we want you to have a basic idea of science, but the most important thing is that you have an interest in supporting parents and babies, because that's the passion, that's the purpose. So that's our prerequisite to join. Some other companies may well need you to have certain levels in maths and English or science, but certainly it's important to have an interest in parents and babies. You don't have to be a massage therapist. You don't need to be a midwife, a health visitor. I'd say 90% of the people that train with us are parents who have babies, who've gone to classes and have been inspired, just like me 22 years ago. Obviously, then you have to go along and complete the training program. So when you enroll with us, you have lifelong access to all of our materials. You also can come to as many monthly supervisions as you want now, in the future, forever, as much as you want to come, because we're always here for you, because you're always going to need supervision, because things come up and you're not alone. And this is how you become a really good teacher, and you know that you are forever supported. You also get access to our online trainings on Zoom. You can come to as many of those as you want this year, next year, 5 years' time, 10 years' time. And this helps you to keep up with your CPD, keeps your motivation, keeps you connected with the community as well. And then you obtain your certificate. And as I said, that's really important so that you can get your insurance. Some people like to frame the certificate, have it on display. It's not necessary to do that, but some people like to. And it is, like I say, it's very important to have the certification. And it's also very important to be able to relate and connect with your community, and to choose venues that are in baby-friendly places, and at times that are appropriate for parents and babies as well. So success is a certificate, and it is also all of the other things, the practical things and the energetic things that go around being a teacher. And it's also important to maintain your professional development. So at Blossom and Berry, your CPD is kind of built in, because we have our monthly supervision and our lifelong access to our courses, which we spring clean and update every year. We're always adding things to it. We have our additional courses, our Safe Spaces course, our Love Creates Love course. And then just recently I added our home course, which is Honour Our Mother Earth, which is all about creating a business that does no harm to the environment. So it's always extending and growing. And then we have our other courses. So, baby massages to baby yoga, that leads to tree babies, that leads to nurture harmonics, that leads to forest fathers, that leads to feel. All of our courses are interconnected to give you an integrated practice in parent and baby wellness and nurturing care. And, it's all set within this first 1001 days, with all that science and research and the policy that goes with it. So it's a complete experience about nurturing the future in the first 1001 days of life. It's my devotional practice. I love it. I geek out on it all the time. I can't get enough of it. At the moment, I'm about to talk on a TEDx stage about why love matters and why baby massage is so important. I've just joined the 1001 days movement, hoping to go to the International Association of Infant Mental Health conference shortly. It never stops. It never, ever stops. And long may it last, because ever the student to be the best kind of teacher. So that's a little whistle stop tour in what kind of qualification you need to teach baby massage. I hope that's helped. But to find out more info, pop over to the website at blossomberry.com. You can book a call with me at any time. We've got loads of introductory courses as well, which go through what you need and give you an overview of how to be a success.